This is a Suboptimal podcast. Check out our suboptimal content at suboptimal.co.
Okay, we're gonna start.
This is a moment of silence.
Go.
Go. Come on. Why aren't you going?
Start the podcast.
Come on, Dale.
Are we starting the podcast?
Dale, stop being so up and just start. Come on.
All right, everybody, welcome to episode number 18 of 2.5 Weebs. This week
We're starting the podcast.
we don't have. I will end this podcast. I will turn this.
I will
ship
turn
around.
this podcast around.
This is ridiculous. God.
That's my line of
Go ahead. I'm gonna mute myself
All right.
for you.
Episode number fucking 18, maybe someday, of 2.5 Weebs. This one we covered the first 3 episodes of Zombieland Saga, which was something. It was something.
It's a show.
And
It's
then
a
we
real
covered
show.
what? And then episode number 8 of Fairy Gone.
Yes,
Number 8.
Yeah.
man.
So-
that episode of Fairy Gone gave me some weird opinions about the show. I'll be honest.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of forgot what happened.
Don't worry, Copper will read out the exact dialogue for every single scene for us, so we can remember because we all watched it so long ago.
I watched it this morning.
Hey,
And then
good.
Copper can recite everything from memory.
Doesn't matter.
Perfect.
Groovy.
But yeah, why don't we kick it off with Zombieland Saga?
Okay, so in the beginning of Zombieland Saga, the intro that we watched on Comfy's channel last week,
Yeah, Truck Cocoon.
quite hilarious. This girl is like, I'm gonna have a great day, going off to school, walks down her stairs, out the front door, hit by a truck. Just
Was that a sound effect good? Was that
yes,
good
I
sound?
was. I saw you raising your hand. I was like, oh, okay, here we go. And yeah, so can I just start by saying I always want this kind of scenario to be thrown into TV shows and movies in random situations, just for the free plot twist. Boom! Somebody hit by a truck comes out of nowhere. You have a
It
plot
was just
twist.
so well done. But
Yeah,
the
there's
problem
no-
is
There's no
Shows-
real expecting it.
the show starts on such a high note,
And
It
goes
does.
super far down, super quick.
and it's so hard to follow up on that.
Yeah, episode 1 was fantastic.
Yes,
I just
episode 1
think-
is great.
I loved episode 1. So it starts where a couple years have passed and you don't realize it. And this girl, she wakes up in a house that
full of
she's
zombies.
unfamiliar with, and there are zombies. So she runs away from the zombies. She manages to escape the house, and she's running in a panic, and she finds a police officer, and the police officer is like super panicked and doesn't know what to do because she's a zombie and she doesn't realize that she's a zombie. So she finally sees her reflection in a mirror and she's all dead and stuff. And it had been a few years since she died. You find out later. And then the cop shoots her.
Oh yeah, through the chest,
Right.
Great.
Oh yeah.
Here, though, is the fact that up until this point,
Right
because you can see the girl, she looks normal.
Yeah, they don't animate
And
her as
then-
a zombie until she looks in the mirror.
Then when she
Yes.
runs outside, it's raining out, like it's a big dark storm. It's very dark outside, and she's running around in the rain, and she gets revealed to be a zombie. Apparently, she was completely covered in makeup, which made her look human. And then the cop's like, "Oh my god!" and shoots her.
Yep.
Because that's
And,
what you do when you see zombies.
And then
Ah.
Best Girl shows up, Tatsumi.
Which one's that?
He's the band manager.
Wait. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
He
Comfy
is
calls him a
the
girl.
best girl of this show. Changed my mind.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, then
What-
Best Girl
I'll
shows
just-
up
how
and is
Comfy is.
like,
I'll just
What
let
do
you
you-
have it. I'm not super concerned about that argument.
"You're not gonna fight me on it." Dang it.
No. So anyway, this guy who has a collection of zombie girls wants to
Which we
create.
don't know how he got. I want to point
That's
that
true.
out. Very.
They
It does
act
not
okay. I
explain-
enjoyed how they purposely glanced it over and were purposely like, you don't need this explanation. It doesn't matter. It's not important. It was pretty funny. I liked that.
And when
they-
they're like, "Well, what happened to other zombies?" and he shows them clips of zombie movies getting killed, it's like,
Do you want to
doesn't
tell
explain
people
anything.
you're zombies? You're gonna die.
He basically blackmails them by saying, "I brought you back to life," without explicitly saying that he brought them back to life because we don't know how they got there.
Uh-huh.
And he says, like, "You have nowhere to go except for me, and I'm going to make you idols so that you can save the prefecture that we're in because I care about it for no reason.
Yeah,
Is
he
that about
never
right?
explains why he wants to save Saga,
Saga.
Prefecture. Like,
Yeah.
he never. He's like, we're gonna save this prefecture. Okay.
Why?
like,
Like
what's
the show
wrong
did
with
such
it?
a good job at that. Like it's like, why are we doing this? It's like, oh, because I told you to. It's like, wait, why?
Yeah,
'Cause I told you
there's never like a revealing of like why he wants to do this.
to. Mhm.
There's never like an indication of what's actually wrong with the prefecture.
They
He
just
just-
they're like it's not popular. Like nobody goes there anymore, so they gotta save it. You
Yeah.
know, be the heroes that Gotham really needs. But so he tells them that they're gonna be idols, and he's like, "Cool, we're gonna go. You're gonna go be idols." And then is that when they go to their first show?
Yes. So there are.
Yeah.
So of all the girls, there are. Is it 6?
There are 6 other than the main character, so there are
Oh,
7
7 total.
So
And it's
there's 7
important to
total.
note here.
That
Only
the
one of
others are
them
still
is
like full
intelligent.
zombies.
The others at this point are still just
All of
mindless
the others are
zombies.
zombies. Yeah,
Yes.
all of the others are mindless.
Yes, they haven't gotten woke, as the kids say yet.
Literally
Yeah.
what he says. Like, they have not woken up.
Tatsumi literally says like they haven't woken up yet. They'll be here soon. And so we're basically they go to their first concert, which is at a metal venue.
I was a big fan of this one.
Because it was the only place that opened an open mic policy.
Mhm.
It was the only no. This was one of the few places with an open mic policy. Don't worry, we'll get to the next one in the next episode.
Yes.
So they go to the metal concert, and everybody's like, "Wait, what? Why are there idols here? Why are they here?"
They're
We don't
fully
like-
make-upped, so they don't look like zombies, and they're in their
They
like
look like
typical like
They look like
pop star
teenage
outfits.
girls, though, which is
Yeah.
a weird thing
mean-
to have at a venue like this.
Listen, if I went to Chain Reaction down the street, which is like my local like metal venue, like I wouldn't expect to see like a pop band on stage. And if a boy band walked up, everybody there would be like, something's wrong.
My
here."
local metal venue. Man, I wish I had one of those.
Yeah, dude. Get
Maybe
one.
I
I
actually
should
like
get a
heavy
better
metal.
town to live in. I'm gonna move with. Can I move into Comfy's house, please? Can I come live with you?
Trust me, you don't want to be here.
Comfy
Oh,
wants to
okay.
move out of Comfy's house. Why do you want to
Comfy
move?
doesn't want to be in Comfy's house.
Okay.
But yeah, so and basically our main character, who I completely forgot the name of already, because the only girl I remember is Saki. For
They
good
refer to them by goddamn numbers most of the time too, so it's not
Yeah,
like you're gonna
she's
remember
number
the names.
one.
Yeah, because she was the first person to wake up, like literally.
Well, no, because
so-
there is a number 0 as well.
And
Oh, you're right.
yeah,
So
Uh,
the numbers are just kind of random.
I guess. But
so it would
so
seem.
they're all. She's just kind of sitting on stage, and all of the zombies are like walking around and being idiots, and she's like grabbing everybody, like, calm down. We can't let them know that we're zombies, or they're gonna kill us. Because she's already been shot. She's like terrified of people finding out that they're zombies at this point.
Yeah.
And what do you know? Tatsumi turns on the music, and he just turns on the most metal track of all time, and
'Cause
all
that's
of
what
the
they have.
zombie girls start headbanging to it naturally.
Yeah, they just for some reason all of the zombie girls just headbang like crazy. For some reason,
It's the
except for number one, who is actually conscious,
Just
and she's like,
she's kind of in shock of everything.
yeah,
it's
she's like, I don't know what's
due
going on.
to the megaphone. So when they're in the back, right, when they first get there, when the other band is on stage, and the guy picks up the megaphone, and it, you know, the sound a megaphone makes before you speak into it, that high pitched whine sound, that
Yes.
sets them off headbanging. And so they accidentally hit the megaphone on stage. It does the same sound because someone has bumped the megaphone, and they always do that. And they all start headbanging because of it.
Ah,
And so basically they headbang, and there are 0 lyrics to this song. They just let out primal screams. I feel
I
like that's
think
the
only a
best way
couple
to.
of them do. Like the one who's fully conscious, she grabs the microphone and she just screams.
So at first one of the
It's
idol girls screams, I think. And then
yeah, I think the
Saki
blonde picks up the
screams.
megaphone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
The
all
girl
of the
with,
fans
the
are like,
orange stripe in her
great.
hair. That's Saki. She's got the smug look. She's the best. But yeah, she picks up the megaphone and she starts screaming. And then suddenly there's two people screaming. And then number one picks up that mic, starts screaming into it. And everybody in the audience is like, how do they headbang like that? Their necks must be broken.
They actually are.
Little do they know.
They actually are
actually
dead, so
are.
they can actually do that.
Oh yeah, their necks are snapped. Like that's kind of, we don't like talk about it. They don't like explicitly state it, but they are like dead.
Yeah.
Dead. And so the concert goes well and everybody goes home and they all have like cake and ice cream or something. I don't know. They don't show what happens next.
And then
Well, the other
that's-
girls wake up. That's what happens at the end.
That's
of the
I think at the start.
it happens at
no,
the, I thought it was the start of the second one.
I think it was
No,
the start of the
happens at
second.
They show it again at the start of the second because they do a recap.
Okay.
Every
Okay.
episode they do a recap of the previous episode.
Oh, okay, you're
Which
right.
is-
Yeah,
Hmm,
yeah, you're right.
Smart.
Second episode was okay-ish.
I liked the idea of the second episode a lot. Everybody starts waking up. They did a repeat of the getting shot by cops because the two idol girls were really, really sad about being there and being undead and decided that they should go outside. And then they saw the same exact police officer who
Yes. He's a
you know.
recurring character, actually.
he has been in every episode. Which I like him as a recurring character. That's fun.
Sure.
Like just putting the cop in there and it's like he'll be the guy that they're constantly against. So one second, I'm just doing math in my head.
But yeah, they end up the two girls.
Make sure you do better than junk.
They end up walking
We'll talk about that later.
into. Wait, what?
Don't
Listen,
worry
make
about
s-
it. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, so they end up running into this group of rappers, and then that is who attracts the cops over.
They
and-
aggressively rap.
Yeah, aggressively rap while trying to chase down these girls. Like it's very
Very like creepy.
yes,
like they're not frightening. Like I would be laughing at these guys personally, but
they're a
yeah,
little aggressive.
Like, listen.
they're
I don't-
super aggressive about it. It's like, and it's in their rap. Like they're being aggressive in their rap. That's the thing.
Yeah, they're
It's
like, we're chasing down these girls. They don't have anywhere to run. We're trapping them in a corner. We're walking towards them aggressively. Like, that's literally their rap.
we're gonna make them go do
more or
things with
less.
us. It's like,
Yeah, it's real rapey.
this is like getting out of hand here, people.
And then, the police officer comes to save the day, and then they're all zombies, and the cop is like, whoa, I should shoot ya. And then the two idol girls are like, maybe going outside isn't a good idea, but we're still gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, he literally yells, "Not again."
Yeah,
And then we kind of spend a little time with the girls, like introducing all of them. There's like it's a really weird ensemble. 'Cause
yeah.
you
Once
have,
like an actual like ancient geisha.
you have one ancient geisha kinda. You have two idols. You have the little girl who was like a movie star or something,
She was a child star, yeah.
child
Yeah.
star. You have main character who's just a normal high school girl with nothing else going on.
Mhm.
You have-
She had a when she died, like when
She had
was
like an
rushing
audition
out,
tape or
She had
something.
she had an audition to be in an idol group that day.
Yeah, that's where she was heading when she got hit by Truckton.
Ah,
You
okay.
have Saki, who is the biker captain.
Yeah, she led a biker gang.
She led a
Nice.
biker gang. Like I told you, it's a weird ensemble. And then you have the other girl who just never wakes up and is constantly a zombie.
And is trying
So
to eat
far,
people.
at least in the first three, she never wakes up.
So
I
far,
assume she probably doesn't, 'cause that
she
would
has
kinda-
not woken up.
Uh,
But so they're moving forward. And they go to their second concert, which is at the second open mic venue, which is the old folks' home.
Oh, it's oh my god, yeah. Yep. So them to a bunch of old people, or singing to a bunch of old people, and like the zombie who's not really a zombie, or the zombie who is still zombie mode, like hasn't woken up, still goes like full on zombie and like tries to eat the people in the crowd. So they try
Yeah,
to
she's
stop
like-
her, breaks her arm off because
Let's be
you know,
very clear.
they're zombies.
Number one tries to stop her. Nobody else really cares.
Yes.
That's true. That's true.
Our main character is like dead set on we cannot let people know that we're zombies, and everybody else is like, I don't care. As seen by her arm coming off and her screaming, it's a magic trick, and they're old people, so they're just like, oh, nice. And then her head comes off, and it's like, it's a magic trick. Oh, nice. And then that comes into
They start yelling at each other.
Saki takes it off and is like, nah, screw you. Main
Yeah.
character puts it back on. Saki takes it off, kicks it away. Main character puts it back on, starts screaming, but the scream, it turns into a rap.
Yeah.
And then they have an 8-mile rap battle.
Yep.
Yes.
They do.
Yep.
It's so great.
Is it though?
It's pretty.
It's pretty good. I'll admit
The
it. I didn't hate
situation
it.
is
It was-
very
it was-
good.
it was
I don't
funny.
like the rap that much personally.
It wasn't good. I wouldn't
But
know
the-
though. I've never like.
The concept of everything going on was very
Weird.
funny.
It is weird shit. Their chat. It's very weird shit.
Also, during the entire time, I just want to point out that there were 2 guys from the metal concert that were dressed in their full like
Oh
yes.
metal like makeup and outfit, and they were sitting in the back of the old folks home. They're like, "Is that metal band really playing here? Is this the place where they're gonna do it?" And it's just real funny.
Yeah.
They were very upset when they.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, they changed their name.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh," but they were like their #1 supporters, and it was very like funny.
I liked it. I
And
got a
that's
kick.
the last good episode. So why don't we move on to episode 3?
Yeah. Episode 3 was the whole.
Now
Let's
let's
rally and practice at being idols and.
No, see, that's fine. That happens in every single idol show. That's
Oh my
fine. The part
God.
that wasn't fine was that's the majority of the episode is that, and then trying to convince the 2 girls who were already idols to do it again because they don't want to, and that's their entire character arc, and it happens all in one episode. And at the end they do a like song and dance that's just an actual idol song.
Yeah, like very.
It's not
very
so it's not as
poppy.
entertaining as like the metal or the rap battle. And they also don't animate it like they did the other 2 like performances. They just did a
It's
3D
completely different
CG.
animation style from the entirety of the other shows. It's like
It-
CG, and it looks like garbage. Like it's shitty
and
CG dance moves
If
of
you've
anime
never
girls.
been here
and-
before, listen to one of our things. We don't like CG in our anime.
You don't like
It's-
3D CG in our
It's
anime.
usually really bad, and it stands out super awful in a lot of
It
cases.
always stands out. You're never as clever as you think you are.
Especially in
And
this one. This one, like, I'm the one who normally doesn't give a shit. I hated it. I was like, oh my god, it's so bad.
Yes.
Well, because
so
it's the
bad.
entire focus.
Yeah, like
And
this
like
entire
even the
focus
backgrounds
is.
are still 2D and everything.
Yeah,
And they did like weird like swooping camera movements to be like, look, it's 3D, and we're just like, we don't want 3D.
like they tried to make it
stuff.
look like it was an actual like music video or some shit, and I'm like, this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
this-
Which like I get I get why they're doing it. I don't agree with it, but I get
No,
it.
it's
I feel
still
like they
pretty
should have just
awful.
stuck with the whole zombie metal band. I would have actually liked this show, honestly.
Agreed. First
Like
2
that
episodes,
first episode was
good.
hilarious. I got a kick out of the first episode, and then the second one was like, and then the third one's doo doo. I'm not gonna watch anymore.
The only good
No,
part
I
of
would
that
not.
show from this point on is the manager for their idol group because he's just crazy.
Yeah, sure.
Like
Yes. As,
he's-
as a
he's-
character, he's very interesting, but he's also
he's very
completely
fun.
insane.
Yeah, absolutely he's insane. That's why I like him so much. But yeah, that's pretty much all that happens in Zombieland Saga episodes 1 through 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, now that we've already said that we would have recommended this show if they did a couple things differently, how do you feel about this show?
I wouldn't move forward with it.
No, not at
That
all.
said, I could see people liking this show and sticking with it, but for me, it's just a little too in places and cringy, like in others, and not in a good way. And it's
Yeah,
Wait,
no,
what
I
is a
agree.
good way to cringe?
Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
Um,
valid.
certain comedy forms are
Also,
are
me?
good
What a
cringe.
dick! I love how he said
yeah,
you.
Yeah,
Like,
Dale's a good
what
way.
Dick.
So there are, ways to do it properly. This is not one of them.
Thank you, Captain. Yeah, no, it was a mess. I've seen better shows. I've seen worse shows. It started on such a high note. I really expected it to continue keeping that up,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
It didn't, and at the end of the day, that's okay. Like, I wish it did. I wish it just like stuck to its guns and went crazy, because that would be just ridiculous. But they didn't, and that's fine. Like,
after the first episode, I was like, dude, this is good. I actually want to watch this, maybe.
Yeah, the first
I laughed because
episode-
I'm a huge fan of heavy metal. I don't know, like, if you guys might notice that, but I got a huge kick out of the heavy metal concert. It made me very happy, and I laughed. And then
let me grab the name of this.
It never went again.
Is this it?
And then, so yeah, I don't think none of us are like yes about this show. So
Yeah, none of us are
yeah,
yes about the show.
it
Okay, so
starts real strong.
if
It's
these
great.
episodes weren't 13 minutes each, there is an anime I would recommend we watch for Dale. It's called Detroit Metal City.
That just sounds fun. Actually, wait, Dale, have you heard about Agretsuko?
what? No.
Oh, that's
Something I think he might like.
so that that show is about
Google.
a office worker
I'm gonna pull up the my
Um,
anime list really quick so I can give
where she wants to blow off steam. She goes and sings karaoke, which is a thing people do. It's how she relaxes, but she sings death metal.
Agretsuko.
and-
Oh, the little bunny, the little fox
she's a
She is
little
a
red
red
panda.
panda. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, this shit's on
Whether
Netflix,
it's facing misogynistic remarks from her boss or being pressured by condescending coworkers, stress is just another part of the job for 25-year-old red panda Retsuko. Despite being one of the most diligent workers at her office, her diminutiveness and modesty often lead her to be exploited by her colleagues. However, when her irritation hits the limit, Retsuko brings forth her unique brand of letting off steam: aggressive death metal karaoke, bashing the idiocy and hypocrisy of her coworkers' actions and work life. Although this venting only takes place in her mind, it gives her an outlet to counter her frustration in a world where hierarchy and appearances reign supreme. It's on Netflix. It's something I think you would like, Dale.
Okay. All right. I'll
Yeah, Netflix produces it, so.
keep that in mind.
But it's funny because her name is Retsuko, and the show is called Agretsuko, literally
Yes.
meaning aggressive Retsuko.
Gotcha.
As an interesting point, this character was created for Sanrio, who are the people who own and make Hello Kitty.
That also sounds very good. I would like Hello Kitty, I'm sure, right?
Probably not.
I think
but
it's a
just
thing he'd be into.
It's an interesting thing. He might actually be. He did like the Furry Fox show.
No.
Um,
No, don't you
He
put that evil on
really-
me,
He
Ricky
was
Bobby.
really
No.
broken up when we canceled it.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure.
He was real sad.
I know, so
he
sad.
was
Don't-
chat. It was. He begged us to go back to it, and we're like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can we not? We're not going to mention the fact that I was the first one to bring it up on the podcast that we should stop. No, wait.
No,
Well, the
I
day
don't
that we
remember
did.
that at all.
The day that we did.
I don't
Definitely didn't
all
have my
that.
mic muted that whole time in my stream.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Gumps.
What
That definitely hasn't been a half an hour.
professional.
Partnered streamer.
Never.
Oh,
Man, we'll talk about professionalism in a bit when we talk about the other things that happened this week. But hey, let's move on. How's Fairy gone?
I don't remember at all what happened. I drawn a
So
blank.
the episode opens up with them like just barging into a, I don't know, like essentially a mob hideout, and just walking in and being like, "Yo, I'm not with you anymore. I'm with the good guys. I'm gonna help them out," and they just like destroy everybody there.
Oh yeah. Okay,
and
I remember now.
And it's like well done, and it's really fun. And then they're like, "Hey, we need to know where the Black Fairy Tome is." And the dude's like, "I don't know where it is." Like, cool, lead us to it. He's like, "Okay," because. And
They knew he.
and
They
Bittersweet.
did know we had it.
I don't know, man. Bittersweet shows up and she's like, "Yeah, I'm with the good guys now." And the guy that they were having take them through the dungeons or whatever was like, "Don't trust her. She's gonna stab you in the back." And in the most surprising turn of 2019, she stabs them in the back.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what happens is the mob boss who owns this big mansion and has this the fairy tomes that they want. They basically threaten him to take them to the tome. So he takes them through the hallway and he digs in the fireplace, and he hits a switch, and it opens a secret passage, and
The
Bittersweet
the
goes
door
through it
opens up-
first. Then she closes it behind her, and then they can't get through.
The moment that it opens up and she sees her spot, she grabs a key from around his neck and ducks through it,
Yep.
screwing over everyone else.
Yep.
Because why wouldn't she? Because she's not a good guy.
The
'Cause she's the
in the
villain.
most
Or a
surprising
bad
move.
guy. At least a criminal.
None of us saw it coming. I was really impressed with their writing. I don't remember the rest of the episode because I remember watching it and being like, this part is really interesting and fun at the beginning when they had all the fairies fighting stuff. And then every moment after that, I remember just being like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
If you want to explain to me what happened, I can tell you why I didn't like it, but I don't remember it.
Happer! He's seen it today.
So
he might know.
after that bit
Mhm.
occurs,
They find the
um,
Black Fairy Tome.
They find the Black Fairy Tome, and then
Marley and Free do.
the other ongoing plot line is the whole sabotaged, what do I call them? Artificial
The fairy
fairies.
soldiers.
Yes.
Or no.
So-
no,
Oh, I
they're-
remember this. I remember this now.
Yeah, so because those guys are sabotaged, they're like, well, we can't have them in the upcoming parade where, the high, like His Majesty's going to speak. It's
It
a
was
danger.
the Prime Minister.
Yeah, so
Is
we're
what
going
his
to
title was.
we're going to pull those and we're going to put in these older ones in instead, and they arrest the guy who was in charge of making the new ones that had been tampered with, figuring that them being tampered with, only a few people have access to them. It must have been this guy's fault. Turns out it's not his fault. It's his assistant's fault. His assistant being the son of the man who made these older soldiers, who was basically discarded as an unneeded person after the war. And he was resentful of how they treated his father and how the police and whatnot hounded him afterwards. So he sabotages the new soldiers. The old soldiers will get put in his place. He has a way to override them, and he's going to use them to assassinate the prime minister. He gets stopped, which is the bulk of the rest of the episode, is finding out that who he is and then them stopping him like immediately. And then the prime minister is standing with the two remaining dukes, and one duke moves to help him, and the other duke's like, nah.
He just stands there. He's just chilling. He doesn't do anything.
He does nothing to help the prime minister. It's kind of like he's like, oh, good, he's gonna die. Like,
Mm-hmm. And then let's not forget the side plot the entire time. We're one of the people who's on the team of the fairy people, because I don't remember what they're called. He used to be a
Dorothea?
member of the
Dorothea.
Dorothea. So he's a member of Dorothea, but he used to be a member of like the Defense Force, which was well known for like just taking people and abusing them and beating them for information and stuff. So nobody in Dorothea likes him, but he went and he did the smart thing and he looked into connections and he figured out what the plot was and he saved the prime minister, and everybody was like, wow, buddy, you're really cool. We shouldn't have been mean to you because of a job that you held once 8 years ago.
yeah,
So-
he was basically a member
6 years ago,
of.
sorry. It was the 6th anniversary of the war ending or something.
He was a member of the military police, and then moved into the other government department where they investigate, crimes and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
he's an investigator, and people didn't. They're like, well, he used to be an MP, and he used to go after soldiers like us. We don't like those people. Which,
That's
by the
like
way,
a citizen saying they hate cops because they like breaking laws.
well, here's the thing. It is kind of like saying that, but in the military, that is actually a common held stance for a lot of soldiers.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
Um,
very aware.
A lot of them, usually the ones who are complete shitheads, don't like the military police
Mhm.
just because they're like, well, this guy might stop me from doing this thing I want to do. It's like, that's because it's a
Maybe
crime.
there's a reason why he'd stop you.
Like, you're not supposed to do that. That's why.
Who
Don't
knows?
be a dick.
Yeah, but that's pretty much Fairy Gone, right? Like nothing else really happened.
Yeah. Yeah,
Nothing
nothing.
really.
That's literally all that happens in that episode. So,
Yeah. So how y'all feeling about Fairy Gone so far? Kind of.
it's
I'm-
still
I'm
a
still
very-
super iffy on it.
it's
Yeah,
still a
me
very
too.
middle of the road show. Like,
Yeah,
it's not like
yeah.
super great.
It
it's
doesn't
not
make me want to
super
stop
bad.
watching it, but it doesn't keep me so intrigued that I can't wait for the next episode.
Right. Yeah. Like
Yeah,
I
not
am
at all.
not at all. Like I don't have
Like
anything
I'm
against
excited
it.
for more of the show, but I'm not counting down the day. Now, like Shield Hero, I'm counting down the days. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I'm counting down the
Mm.
days. But like
I'm not
for either of those,
for JoJo's.
yeah. But man,
I can't wait till I can see the
did you
episode of
watch
Shield
the new
Hero
Shield
that
Hero
everybody's
episode this
like,
week?
don't talk about it. I haven't seen it.
I am behind on Shield Hero because I watched them with the girlfriend, so I have to wait for her because she was
I'm watching the dub.
This week was the week. It was the week, Copper.
So
Yeah.
I'm behind on those. I gotta catch
I'll
up.
say
I gotta
nothing
catch
other
up
than that.
on the Demon Hunter show as well. I think I'm like an episode
Yeah.
behind on that.
Also, definitely takes
Um,
place in the 1920s. Just want to point that out.
So that show, probably one of the better shows of this season.
Oh, it's
Um,
the animation, the story, the characters, everything about that show is incredibly top tier.
I will probably watch some Demon Hunter in my next couple days while I'm.
Other than
not
that,
doing
of
stuff.
the new stuff that came out this year, like where it's not,
If it's not
you
an
know,
existing show, chances are it wasn't that great.
the
Like,
only other good non-existing show so far has been We Never Learn.
that's the one about the dude tutoring the two chicks.
The dude, well, it ends up being they keep adding character, like it starts off with two
it's
girls.
a slice of life school romance thing.
Well,
Of course, they
he
keep
starts off
adding.
with two tutors, and then they're like, "Well, you're doing good with these two, so we're going to add a third person to you tutoring." And so
Tutoring. Okay.
it's a star athlete who's just bad all
Yeah.
around at anything that's not sports.
But she's real cute.
Actually, it's someone he's known most of his life because it's one of those girls,
Oh, it's the girl
So-
next door. Got it.
right? Except
Wonderful.
she doesn't actually live next door because this guy's like
It's the
insanely
concept.
dirt poor. But it's the concept of the childhood friend concept, right?
Yeah.
So they add that character in.
Mhm.
The thing is that they do very much go out of their way to explain that not all the girls like him. There are two in particular that have crushes on him, and then one who is aware of what the other girls feel like and is trying to get him to understand how they feel without coming out and saying it.
That's sweet.
And she's trying to help them along for one of them to make a move.
That's a sweet thing. I like that.
So it's
That sounds like
show-
Toradora to me.
Like that show is actually pretty good. The guy's not
actually-
completely oblivious. He does. It's a show that Dale wouldn't like because he ends up in situations that Dale would be like, "Why? Why am I watching this?"
Name one.
Well, he's assigned a punishment for doing because he did something that a teacher didn't
Too
like
far. No, too far. I don't
Where-
like it anymore.
with one of his friend, like one of the people that he was with. They have to clean the girls' bathroom and shower area at a retreat they're at,
Uh-huh.
and
Girls walk in on them while they're cleaning.
the person he's doing it with is something of oblivious to normal human interactions.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, they hear people come into the changing room. He's like, "Didn't you put out the sign saying this is closed?" She's like, "Well, yeah, I have the sign right here." He's like, "That's supposed to go out on the door." And so now he's got a bunch of girls changing, like between him and the other exit who are now naked. So he's like, "Oh shit, what am I gonna do?" So rather than explaining the situation, the girl's like, "Oh, I know," and shoves him into the sauna, where he then has to climb underneath the bench because girls come in to use the sauna and are kind of naked in there. And he's like, "Oh my god."
They're only
Yeah.
kind of naked though, so it's okay.
And so he eventually escapes with the help of someone else, who realizes that he's in there, helps him escape. And as he's leaving, someone is late coming into the bathroom, and it's his childhood friend who's butt naked. And so
Yeah.
he opens the door. She's right in front of him, butt naked. He's like, "Oh my god!" And she's like, "Oh my god, I must be really out of it. I just hallucinated, blah blah blah, being here."
Oh my god. Yeah, it sounds like the
So-
cringiest bullshit I've ever seen. All right,
As I said, it's a show that Dale would
it's not a show you'd like.
that's fine.
But it is funny, and it's a well written slice of life comedy, so I can see why it's doing well. Same reason why Demon Hunter is doing well. It's a well written, well animated show of its genre as well.
It's
And
a
then
very well written and well animated slice of life comedy.
we've got two good shows out of God knows how many this season.
There's been a lot of like
it's not been a good season.
it's really no. What's really funny about the season is a lot of new shows are falling flat, but
The returning
Shield
shows are
Hero-
great.
Shield Heroes returning, top of the
Yeah.
game. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure returning. You don't like it, top of the game.
One Punch Man.
One Punch Man,
Incredible.
top of the game. Attack on Titan. I haven't watched it, but people keep telling me I need to catch up on it.
Yeah, people are loving the way that they're treating that show. I ditched that show a long time ago because not just because of the whole we're not going to have an episode for years thing, but for other reasons.
Yeah,
Are you
but,
gonna
like,
Are you gonna try to catch back up with that?
Definitely. I'm definitely going
Copper?
to. It's
No.
oh, he's not going
No,
to. He's not
okay.
going
No.
to.
No, that show lost me with some of the characters like what's his face, Armin and stuff like
Oh
that.
my god, blonde
Straight no for me.
wine tit
don't talk
guy.
about
I hate
Arm,
that
so-
guy. He's awful. Does he die?
No.
And I don't
Okay.
like the main character either. So
No, they're
They-
both whiny shits.
Oh man, you would have actually really liked the last season because there's a moment
Did
where
they kill Armin?
Where no, they can't stop.
they can, they
Uh,
just won't.
So they had Aaron like tied up, and he's like, "I'm gonna sacrifice myself," and Krista or whatever her name is literally walks up to him and slaps him and says, "No, shut up, stop complaining, we're going." Like it's a very good scene
Mm.
because he just gets destroyed.
He's a whiny bitch most of the time.
Exactly.
Most of the characters on that show
You
are
get your PowerPoint.
super whiny most of the time. And it's so annoying.
Mhm.
Yes, I get it. You live in a place that's horrifying, and there's people dying randomly all around you and stuff. Yes, it sucks.
Yep. Quit whining.
People like this don't last in that type of military that they're in. Like they would, it would
Oh,
not
yeah.
work.
Absolutely not.
So
No.
uh,
Because yeah, they try to go on about how this is like an incredibly strict, like you do what you're fucking told kind of military, and then they do all this weird shit. And it's like, how come you aren't like court-martialed or some shit? I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
it's
Main character plot armor. That's why.
Dude, right?
in this case, it definitely is. It's so annoying.
But like all the returning shows are doing really, really good this season, and all of the new
For-
shows are doing really, really not good.
For good reason. One, they're all great.
Yeah.
And then they have no competition like, for the most part.
Yeah.
Like there's
I mean,
no
what
new
else are you gonna go
shows that are
watch?
really competing with them. As I said, as far as I'm concerned, there's 2 good new shows, and that's it. And that's not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Really not. Considering that there's something like 30 new shows this season.
Yeah, I've got to go
Like,
through more of
ooh,
them still, but
That's a lot.
so far out of all the ones we've gone through, and that I've checked out as well, I've only found the 2. So it's like, oh boy, this is
Yeah.
not good. Like this is not what I would call a good anime season. It's
Mhm.
so,
It's good if you already have a show that you like, but if you're trying to look for something new, you are
Thank God
Yeah.
we have
gonna be
Kitsune.
lost.
I still got to try out that Lost City show.
Oh, I do want to try that one out.
'Cause I
Lost
think
City.
that's
Did we
supposed
talk?
to be pretty good.
Did we mention that one
We
before?
we discussed
talked
that
about
show
it
in terms
as
of
an
one of the ones
option.
we might look at, like for us doing,
Okay.
like for a recurring show. That was one of the other ones we discussed.
Yes.
Like there's that one, and then I think there's some military one as well that's supposed to be pretty decent. I gotta go look up. And for curiosity's sake, I want to look up that one that's about the kappa. Where they get turned into kappas. I wanted to go check that out just for my own.
That
curiosity's
sounds
sake.
like a terrible,
Excuse
terrible
It's
time.
it
I love
looks
it.
like a terrible time, but it's probably still really stupid.
You are
Oh
a
yeah,
terrible,
there it is.
terrible
The
time.
Gunjo. Was it Gunjo no Magmel? That's the other one that is apparently supposed to be of interest. One in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, a miracle occurred. A new continent appeared out of nowhere. The new continent was home for mysterious plants, creatures, and minerals. Humanity is excited as the age of exploration has returned. So this one is an action adventure fantasy shonen superpower show. So it's
Ooh.
supposed to be pretty interesting. So
That's so many tags. I'm excited.
yes, so it looks like it's going to be in the vein of things like Hunter x Hunter and Dragon Ball, that type of ninja, like that type of stuff, right? So those shows, when done right, are going to be pretty good.
Mhm.
And I think, as a little aside, Kevin is going to surpass your number.
No. Oh yeah, he definitely is.
because he's got a few hours left still in the
He's
Guardian
got an
and
hour and a half left. Hey, that sounds
he's-
like a great segue.
So
It
what did you
does.
do this weekend, Comfy?
Oh man, so myself and Red and Brofish were on the Guardian Con charity marathon for Mixer, raising money for St. Jude, and we hit a lot of stretch goals, meaning
Yeah.
all of them.
All of them.
We raised $8,500, which is super awesome. It's the most anybody has raised so far.
In a block, yeah. Kevin's
So
gonna
far,
beat that.
the final
Yeah.
block
Yeah.
is going to.
It's the
looking like
final
gonna
block,
Be,
and it's Kevin. So
it's Kevin.
It's gonna
It's-
be. Kevin's already over $8,000.
yeah, he's over 8,000. He has another hour and a half. Like
Yeah.
It's
I
one
bet
of the
this is
main
good for the kids.
organizers of Guardian Con. So
Yes,
he's-
Kevin is actually one of the organizers and owners of
Rare Drop.
Guardian Con and Rare Drop, who put it on.
Yes.
So we're not surprised. The fact that you guys are coming in second to one of the
That's
people
surprising.
that's amazing.
who, like this. That's it's amazing because there are some other pretty big people on this charity. So
But it was awesome. I'm exhausted this weekend from all
I'm-
of that.
Yeah,
all that
I
and
can
then the
imagine.
work and
I
those
might
beans
have
you
thrown
gotta
up a
eat.
couple times.
yeah.
All the
There
jelly
was-
beans.
I don't know if you guys saw it, but so Lumpy posted a
Yes,
he was trying to do
I
a
saw.
compilation.
I didn't
There's
get
the
a chance to
clip
watch
of
it,
me.
but I did.
There's a
see
clip of me taking the 4 beans and putting them in my mouth, and then Red just lifting up the trash can for me, and me just not being able to swallow the beans, which
Comfy
was
did
very
not.
funny.
Did not like those beans.
Dude, you don't think they're as bad as they are, but they are.
So what you're saying is we're gonna play Bean Boozle in a month.
I will let you do that. But so basically because of that, we have a lot of really cool suboptimal stuff coming up. We have we're gonna be getting a shirt with all of the donors' names on it that Copper's gonna be taking care of
Yep.
whenever we get that information, because that's not on our schedule, it's on someone else's.
Yes.
uh,
He is a
we
super
have-
insanely busy person currently. So
Yeah, we have a Men of Suboptimal calendar that's going to be coming out. Kevin will be participating in that one as well.
Yep,
He's going to be
as
the
will our
August.
lovely Comfy in a dress, hopefully.
Ah,
And
I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do for it, right? Because it's got to be comfy, right? I'm going to get an anime body pillow and lay out on like a giant bed, just sprawled
Yes.
in covers.
Yes.
You think that would
Yes.
work?
Do
and
it.
just have the pillow like arranged the areas you can't show.
I
Personally,
definitely won't be nude, but
I want Dale like laying on a bed with like on his side with his head propped up in an arm with a pile of potatoes covering a certain
no.
area.
See, here's what I said. I said he's in a bathtub that's filled with potatoes, and the
That was
only,
my
only thing
idea.
sticking out. Yeah, it was, and now I'm stealing credit for it. Just a leg sticking out, like just because you can.
Yeah.
Like it'd be fun. But basically, we have that going on, and also I may or may not have made a promise to dress up as an anime girl for one of the donation stretch goals.
Yep.
And we may or may not have hit that goal. And so we need to, as a community, decide who I'm dressing up as. I want it to be a
specific-
community choice.
A specific
There-
anime girl.
I do want it to be somebody that I know. I don't want it to be some random anime girl. I don't want it to be anything from High School DxD. Thank you very much, because I've already gotten 8 of those suggestions.
But
Obviously.
you know my
I don't.
suggestion.
I don't know.
Yours was Rika, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be a really good one. Because she also, I don't know if you've seen all
Who?
of the gifs of her. Dude,
Yes, I've seen the
she's
whole
such-
show. That's actually
I-
a show I was gonna suggest us watch at one
I
point.
haven't
'cause
watched
a
it. It's on my
very-
watch list. like,
It's a very, very good show.
I've just seen clips of it, like the one where she's like climbing down the rope and there's the dude there and she's like, "Did you see my panties?" He's like, no," and she's like, "Did you want to?" Just like out of nowhere.
Here, I
It's
will
just-
drop. I'm gonna drop a GIF in your Discord there, Dale, of her.
Okay.
Is it gonna be the finger one?
It's the finger twirl.
It's gotta be.
Okay.
She's like the OG, isn't she?
I think so for the finger twirl. So
I
that's.
feel like she is.
I also want Comfy to do the finger twirl, so I can.
I
make a
did
GIF of
say
it.
that the anime cosplay comes with a stream it comes with a photo shoot and it comes with a GIF. So
Because I can make this GIF work as a emote, like as an actual emoji.
oh my
in
gosh, you can make it a sticker on my stream.
I can, and I can make
Oh,
an emoji we
no.
can use in the Discord.
Oh
Beautiful.
no.
Because I know how to do that.
This will be
It's great.
immortalized forever. I've been cursed.
Because I had to figure out a bunch of this stuff out for T-Love, so I now
Yeah, but
have
you know what?
processes in place.
It's for the kids. That's why,
See,
that's
now-
why we're doing this.
Yeah, we talked about the bathtub and the potatoes, actually. Yeah, okay. Sorry. That was-
So
I
we
got
also
distracted.
have Red is going to be dressing up as Zelda.
Yep.
Another thing you guys hit.
Brofish has a couple cosplay streams. She's going to dress up as Robin from
Yep.
Fire Emblem, as well as she's going to be dressing up in a onesie as Stitch, and she's getting a tattoo.
hmm
So, yeah, so she's got a lot going on over there as well.
For anybody wondering quickly about the tattoo, it's the St. Jude's logo. That's
Yes.
the Brofish is getting.
Yes. And yeah, so that Guardian Con charity marathon is still going on right now. If you hear me
Yes.
like turning, you see me turning, I'm checking behind me because my brother has it up on his computer.
Yeah, if you hear me clicking on anything, it's because I'm clicking over from your guys' streams to look at Kevin with his face covered in stickers.
Oh my god. Yeah, I have it up on my third monitor. It's
He looks great.
he looks
There's so many
fantastic.
stickers that are actually on his shirt now. Like
Yeah.
they've been moving downwards.
See? This is what you got to do, chat. Shave your head, and then you will have so much real estate for stickers. Obvious,
Well, I think he should
right?
stick them in his beard, but I think he's trying to avoid that.
They don't really stick to a beard, believe it or
Yeah.
Well,
not.
they do
not
if
really.
if they're sticky enough.
Depending on
It's
the
just,
sticker. Depending on the sticker.
but then the glue sticks to your beard hair, and that's so.
I know.
That's a whole other thing to get off.
I know Lad and Dad were trying to get them to stick to their beards, and it was not working. I told them to use wood glue.
I think Vlad got a few of them. to stick.
Wow, that's excessive.
It would have been very funny if they
It would have
glued their
been
faces.
so bad to get out of the beards, though. Good God, you just
Oh,
want to
oh
ruin their
God, yeah.
weeks, don't you?
And,
Well, there's an easy solution. It's called shaving.
Do you want to shave with glue? That no, that wouldn't work.
You
Shaving
have
with the
to.
glue in your beard? Oh my
Yeah.
God, you'd have to like.
Or if you're
scissor
smart,
that
you
shit.
just use this substance called there's stuff you can use to get rid of it. Like there's
Well, yeah,
Which
of
I think
course there is.
isn't vodka like actually really
like-
good for removing glue? Or like high
um,
alcohol content liquids? I don't know.
No.
certain glues, yeah, that can be like a salt that's a high alcohol solvent will remove them, but not wood glue.
Oh wow, you're right. Dang, wood glue would be perfect.
It would be.
But yeah, so lots of cool stuff happened this weekend. Lots of stuff for the kids. The Guardian Con stuff was all very fun. We're all very happy to have been able
I'm
to
super proud of
participate.
you guys. It makes me happy.
Thank
to,
You guys did
You know, it's
amazing.
been
It was
super
great.
Means a
cool
lot.
to be doing this whole thing for like a little over a year now. Like seeing all of my buddies. I remember following you sub 500 followers. Now you're partnered and.
You didn't
Red-
follow me sub 500 followers.
Didn't I? Pretty sure
You
I
didn't
did.
know me until I had 700.
Are you sure?
Ooh,
Okay.
11 months and 29 days.
I'm pretty sure.
I've been almost following Comfy for a year. I'm like a
Almost.
day short of a year.
Literally like a day.
Well, I've been over a year. Okay. Well, either
Yeah,
way.
a year and 5 days. Look at you.
Well, anyway.
But
What am I doing?
it's been a hell of a journey,
Ooh,
and thank you
almost
to everyone
close to
for
the country.
coming along the way.
But yeah, it's been crazy seeing everybody grow like they have.
Yeah, the amount of growth people have seen within the last year is nuts.
I feel like it's gonna start to, I don't know, like people that are coming over now, they're not gonna have as much as we did.
Like
Yeah.
what?
It's
The
gonna be a
last
lot
year we
harder.
saw what? Ladman, Comfy, Red, Fish, all good partners.
Yes,
Dale, you're just about to hit 2,000.
very
yourself.
close.
I'm getting close. I just hit 1900 on, I don't know, a few days ago. I still got a
Yeah,
ways to
you're-
go.
You're less than.
I don't think
100
I'm gonna
already,
hit
which
it by
is
my
cool.
birthday. That would require some explosive shit. That's not gonna happen. That was the goal that I had. I don't think I'm gonna hit it. But we'll see.
If you don't hit it like before Guardian Con, I
Yeah.
think when you cover for Kevin, I think that's gonna push you.
I'd really like to hit it
fast,
before that though.
for
Like
sure.
at least hit
Yes,
the 2K
yeah, I know you
mark.
would, but
That would.
um,
Yeah.
I can't see you not getting a good, decent number of people who are interested in your content once they're exposed to you via Kevin's channel there in the
Yeah.
front page.
Wait,
the fact that you're going to be on.
Are you telling Dale to expose himself?
No.
Well, he doesn't listen. I mean, I don't think Kaylee
That's
minds.
what the calendar's for. Oh, Kaylee is super excited to be the photographer for this calendar. Oh my god.
She's like, I have ideas, and he's like, oh.
Where am I supposed to put that potato?
She's like, just
Yeah.
turn around.
But we haven't discussed everybody's ideas with them.
No,
I
the
have
only thing
ideas I want to do. Like I want
I know Kevin wants August.
Kevin wants the month of August.
I'm pretty sure his
Cinda and
birthday's in
Mondays-
August. That's why.
Yeah.
so-
My birthday's in
Cinda
June,
and
so I
Mondays
would like
wanted
June.
in, and I told them that I want them to do April and be in a shower together and take that photo so we can make an April showers joke.
Who's that?
Lawless is doing like a cowboy theme for his branding type
Mhm.
stuff. If
Uh-huh.
anybody hasn't seen it, so I kind of want him
Assless
to
chaps.
be like assless chaps. cowboy
All
hat,
chaps
cowboy
are
boots.
assless. Stop this. All right.
You know the type we're talking about.
You know exactly what we mean though.
I know exactly what you mean, but no chaps have ass cover. Like it's just for your legs. You cover
Fine,
if you're wearing chaps,
reverse assless,
blue jeans
crotchless
cover
chaps.
your ass.
Crotchless.
Okay. In order to have assless chaps, all you do is remove the part underneath the chaps, which are usually blue jeans. There you go.
Yeah. So if we can get Lawless in that, that
I
would
don't know
be
why
great.
I'm okay. I don't know why I'm
Fish
riled
is,
about
like, wearing
assless
the
chaps.
most
but hey.
clothes possible for hers.
yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
Robic is
that's
gonna
I
be part
get
of
it.
it wearing
It's
the most
hilarious.
clothes possible.
So we have to figure out months and things like that.
Yeah,
I want Comfy to be February because of Valentine's Day.
That might actually be really funny. We'll see how it works.
Oh no! Oh, that's so rude.
Especially if we can get him dressed as
No,
good.
see what we gotta do. No, it's gotta be like that makes me need a body pillow for it even more.
yes.
Because like it
not only
extends
that,
the
you-
loneliness.
You need the body pillow and you need like one of those heart-shaped boxes of chocolates.
But it's like
been
empty and there's a bunch of
empty-
wrappers.
yes,
and I have
wrappers
like
everywhere.
chocolate all over my face.
Yes.
That's exactly what I'm on the same wavelength as you, Copper. Don't worry.
So I think
Oh.
that's what we need for that.
We'll cross that
Um,
burning bridge when we get to it.
I super want the cover to be some guy in tidy whities, like they're loose fitting, like broken band. It's just his butt, like hairy legs and everything, just the butt. And I'm gonna superimpose the Men of Sub-Op right across that.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we can play with that.
Oh man, this is gonna be a disaster, but it's gonna be great.
Yes.
I'm into it. Poor Copper, he's gonna have to Photoshop
I'm gonna be
so
looking
many
at
people.
a lot of very disturbing photos.
Copper, you need to Photoshop me so I look pretty, okay?
Do you guys have anything else?
I have not been up to terribly much except work. Dale, you go first there.
I
You go through what
mean,
you've been doing.
a little bit of ESO. It's been fun to get back into. I used to play it a long time ago, but now I'm getting back into it on PC again, and it's a pretty good time. That's about it. Darkest Dungeon is fun. That's what we started doing for our Sunday turn-based strategy game.
Comfy
well,
as a leper.
Not even always turn-based. but-
I've been told that I'm a leper.
I didn't. You know, Copper was like, "Make Comfy the leper, please," and I was like, "Shit, you right. All right, there we go." So hey,
You.
it's all right, Comfy. You're like one of my favorite to use though, so you'll die first. No, Addison's already dead.
Yeah, Addison
I
died.
know Addison died. I know he got turned into soup because I got. to
He
tell him I
literally.
like
Oh,
Thai
that
food.
fight was some fucking bullshit. Okay, Comfy, listen here. So
He got
you know how
turned into
Darkest
spicy
Dungeon
Thai
works,
soup.
right? Where
Great.
you have certain positions that your characters are in, all 4 people.
Okay.
So there's front to back. I have the archer lady, who is literally only usable in position 3 or 4. So the furthest 2 back spaces. The options for moves that she had, I didn't have unlocked yet for the character. And what this character does is she takes one of your characters, throws them in a big cauldron, and cooks them alive.
Yep.
That ruins that completely ruins your like. So
There's
every
nobody in the
slot
fourth
goes
slot at
further.
that point.
It comes. They come
everybody
forward
moves
more
ahead
because
more, so.
you're missing a character. So this bitch is also relentless as to how quickly she'll pull people in the pot. You don't get breathing room.
Dang.
So like
Well.
the only way to free somebody from the pot is to hit the cauldron. It has like 14 HP and I'm hitting for like 10 with my melee character. The archer character can't do shit. My final character is a healer.
Don't worry. I guess I live in Red's house now.
Yeah.
That's
So
that's a
Addison
construction joke.
Addison was murdered and literally turned into soup.
God, is that you?
Not for you, it's not.
Has my time come?
But yeah.
No, that'd be when you're on the plane.
Yeah.
You mean the plan?
Yeah. The only thing I've really been doing this week is lots of grinding for Destiny.
Mhm.
Because we're doing the raid race in 2 days.
Yep.
Make sure you tune in. I'll be making more posts as we lead up to that to hype it up. But I'm ready to go. It's gonna be something else. It's gonna be real fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, and
Also,
people
we're gonna
are
get the raid jackets because they look real cute.
they do look really nice. I just don't think I'll be able to really afford to spend the extra money on that. So
Yeah,
I don't know if I'll
it's-
bother doing the raid in the first week.
Mhm. I'm really excited with how they're running it, so I'm excited to do it.
Yes, the raid looks like it's going to be an interesting race.
It's a
I know
hybrid.
some people are upset that oh, this is only something streamers can do, or why is it on so late? Like
They
coming to-
literally did all of the changes this season so that
Yes.
it wasn't something only streamers can do.
I know, but there's still those people who are saying
I
that
was
it's
making the
the
point.
dumbest argument.
Well, it's the same.
And
It's the
then-
same exact people who complain about the quote unquote hall of streamers in the Division 2,
Yes.
where like no streamers were able to make it through, and the only people who made it through are actually YouTubers. So cool, guys.
Yeah, it was YouTubers who made it through, not streamers.
Keep complaining, but you'll make things better by complaining. I mean, just look at Anthem.
And then you've got
Is that gonna make that thing's screwed?
It's
right?
dead. I'm deleting the sub
okay.
op Discord channel labeled Anthem today because
We
it's dead.
resurrected it a couple weeks ago to make fun of it.
Yeah, kind of the
Yeah.
way that we resurrect Copper's Discord every once in a
Yes.
while.
Yes.
my hidden Discord that like nobody's in.
There are I bet I can count it in one hand. There's a total of 9 people in this Discord. And
Yes.
over the past let's call it I want to see. So over the past 3 months, the only people who have actually messaged in it are Vengeance, Copper, and I.
Yep.
And all of the messages are, it's not dead yet. It's alive. Do we touch it? Don't touch it. Is it a zombie? Does it have a pulse? A bunch of O's with waves, with lines because we're all waving to each other. A bunch of oohs. Me saying, please give me huggy wuggies. A hugging gif for a huggy wuggy. And a woo. Copper complaining about work. And then a couple of memes. Like, there's nothing there.
Yeah, my Discord is not used for anything.
We could
Which
just
is-
make
that's-
it the
that's
one we use for the.
specifically why.
We could turn it into a 2.5 Weebs one. Like,
And
Eventually,
probably could.
there-
Yeah, we could
Yeah,
actually do that.
probably.
Like
there's not. I can't
Merge
imagine.
the
There's,
chat first.
I can't imagine to
there's
be
only a
ton of
few people in
there.
here. Like I would just have to some people, and I don't even think they would notice. Like
I mean, that's a thing we could do. It's an option. Why not?
'cause I can just kick.
I don't know. I don't know if we care to, but it's something we
Like
could do.
there's the only people in this thing I wouldn't like kick would probably be Kai, just because I don't care if Marvel sees what we're talking about. He was here at the beginning. And probably my cousin.
Oh,
'cause he won't
I was
introduce-
meaning like we could do like a separate public. It
Oh,
doesn't.
probably could, but
we could.
yeah,
I
there's
don't
like
think it would
nothing
be
that goes
worth
on my
it.
Discord. And yes, I have
Yeah.
an actual Discord. I just don't tell anybody about it or give out entrance to it.
You shall not pass.
For
God.
me, mostly this week has been work. Like just
Copper's busy bee.
Very busy. It's to the point where I'm actually farther into this month for smaller projects, and for larger projects is going to be like probably next month. Like I've got that many things in the go currently. Most of them are smaller projects, but smaller stuff adds up. Especially since I just got a request was it yesterday? I came in. Let me just click over to Twitter here. Come on, load Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
When was this? This was not today. So that would have been Friday, I think. Yeah, Friday. That came in.
Friday.
That the thing that you
Gotta
guys
get
know about
down on
that I'm
Friday.
doing.
Copper does have a Discord. Yeah, that's right. Also, my screen's just black because I'm not going to start another Magic game because I'm figuring we're wrapping up.
Also, I'm going to be doing a logo for a certain person's cousin as well
Mm-hmm.
because they're coming back to Mixer. So,
Yay!
Nice. That's
so that'll be
exciting.
interesting.
Yeah.
Mixer.
Then I
Mixer.
get to do a horror or logo, which is going to be nice because there's not very many streamers who do horror stuff, and this guy that's what he does like 100% like all the time is horror games. So
Is
I
he a
get to
Dead by
do-
Daylight streamer?
No, I'd have to check the last thing.
That's usually what people like use as the recurring game for horror streamers.
I think he does horror like more than just one game.
Well, like if you're a horror streamer, you do variety, but like most games, you can only really play through once.
Yeah, most of them.
So like to get another thing that people are running on, generally like I know a lot of like horror streamers that will like they're playing Layers of Fear 2 the day it comes out and they're the top stream of that. They just go play Dead by Daylight when they're done.
Yeah.
Because it's a very easy game to like find a match and it's horror still.
Yeah,
So-
and once you're done,
Man.
you're kind of
You just cycle. It's very easy to cycle it.
Oh, they're hosting Guardian Con right now too. That's neat.
There's a Crab Rave 24/7 channel
Always.
on Mixer. All
Yeah,
right,
there is.
The
Yeah,
more you know.
that is a thing that
I don't get. Have you guys noticed there are a lot of people that have started doing reruns for their own
I don't like it.
content?
I don't like it.
I don't like it
at all.
either. I don't like it.
I know why
Like
people
they do it because they want their
There are
subscribers to have a
certain-
spot to farm for Sparks, but like
yes.
No, if you
and
want your
they're
subscribers to have a spot to farm for Sparks, then
set
you
up an
need
auto
to
host
find
system.
a
Yeah.
channel that's 24/7 because they exist, and you host that, or you need to find a streamer that's on when you're not and pay attention.
Yeah. Like,
yes.
there's certain content such as Robert.
Robert's the
where-
only person that I am like I
where
saw
that
it and I
makes
was like
sense.
that makes sense
Because
because
he's literally
constantly
the,
running. He's constantly
Campaigns
running
in
his
order.
D&D campaigns over and over again. So if you're behind,
Yeah.
you can catch up, and then it'll start up the next episode when he starts streaming. That's the
Yeah.
only one that makes sense. I've seen a lot that are like just reruns
He
for the
makes
sake of
sense.
just not being live.
Then there's the Retro Fizz guys. Now
Mhm.
they do it a little differently though. They do pre-recorded content and play that when someone's not live. So they'll have
That's
people that are
interesting.
live as well as pre-recorded stuff that's played when nobody's actually live, so that their channel is always up. But they're a concentrated effort from a few different streamers, right? So they can have that
Mhm.
ability to do so. It's not a bad setup, and is an interesting thing to look at for sub op actually. Because
We have plans for the sub op channel. Don't worry.
Yeah. so
Cool.
I'm sure you've actually been in some of the conversations.
probably I
I've-
have a lot going.
I feel like
still
I
need
fall
to get my own
behind.
website done and my business cards made.
Dang.
Like my own ones, I
Yeah.
haven't done that yet. I need to do. I was gonna do that this weekend, and then the thing came, so I was like, shit, I got to do that because there's a hard deadline. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
I fall behind in a lot of shit at work because I don't have access. I can't like sit on a computer at work all day. I wish I could though. Like I know a lot of people that work from home or they work in an office and all that fun stuff, but not me. I can check on my phone every once in a while. But yeah. So like my plan this week, I'll probably end up doing a pretty good amount of D2. But that or I'll just play
Lots of
Fortnite for.
with the new.
I'll just
with the
play
new content
Fortnite for
out.
3 days and get those last 100 followers.
Mm.
I'm not gonna.
The new
do it.
D2 content should
I'm not gonna do that.
might
I
get
keep
you
joking.
some
Maybe.
stuff too.
We'll see.
Oh, hey guys, you
Um,
want to get? Never mind. I'll tell you guys off stream about it. But I'm hyped about something for things.
Okay.
Uh,
We can talk
But
about
yeah.
it if you want.
Then there's also
no,
the
I think it'd be better if we just like it's something that'll happen. And I think it'll be better if it happens as a surprise to everybody. But I want to tell you guys because I'm hyped about it.
and
All
then
right.
there's the D&D campaign that you guys hit as well.
We are currently organizing that.
Oh,
we have
yeah.
the group ready for it. We have a group chat going, and
Oh.
we're trying to figure out characters and stuff. Sorry, kiddo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fine.
The
Said potato.
the DM that we have has requested to not have more than 4 people,
Okay.
and we said that's cool. There's 3 of us here, and Copper, we made him do so much work for us for free, and we think he'll be a great addition because he hates me. So,
All right.
sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Don't
That's
worry.
fine.
Copper will leave an empty spot, and we'll have a picture of your face.
Uh-huh.
You're like, look, I'm Dale now.
He's real sad. I feel bad.
I mean, I've been
There,
Okay.
there is a chance.
feel
Dale,
We-
that
We've talked
you
about doing
might-
one-offs and adding
Yeah.
people for like short cycles.
and
so-
certain like some people might not stick long term, anyways, right?
Yeah.
Like it kind of depends on their like because people get busy. So
If schedules change, if something happens,
Yeah.
stuff like that. We're gonna
Okay.
try to make it as regular as possible. We're planning on starting it shortly after Guardian Con. But we're getting our DM is setting up a world. We're building characters. I have my character ready to go. It's a character I've already played before, and I've
Mm.
talked about it on stream. It'll be very fun. I'm not gonna reiterate what it is outside of the group chat because
I need to speak with our DM about using a port of a class from Pathfinder.
I have to use some ports for because my
Oh.
character uses a lot of homebrew stuff.
Yeah.
But it should work out.
Just because you know what I want to do, and there's a
Yeah,
specific class in Pathfinder that works so well
Really
for
worried
it.
that. We do want someone to play as Karen and ask for the general manager. When asked what class they would be, I said Ranger because they need to be useless. But
I insist it
Wait,
should
Rangers
be a
are
cleric,
great. What do you mean?
Rangers are
And-
useless in D&D.
and I say
Excuse
it should
me?
be a cleric because
Wait,
the clerics are the
what?
people always talking to the management.
How? No. Rangers are great. What are you talking
What
about?
can a Ranger do?
Shoot
Dungeons and
2
Dragons?
arrows every single turn. Like,
Fighters can attack 4 times in a single turn.
yeah,
Next.
but Rangers can do that from behind the fucking fighter.
So can any fighter or
So
anybody
can,
else
actually,
with a bow.
so can a fighter. A fighter with a bow can attack 4 times.
Well,
The problem, this is actually a problem with Ranger as a class balance wise. It is a
They're-
mix of
Fighter, druid, and rogue.
Yeah, it's a
They're-
mix of fighter, druid, and rogue, but it doesn't do any of those things better than the individual classes, and the individual classes even do like the separate stuff better than Ranger does. Like
They're not-
Ranger is
it's-
objectively a bad class, which sucks because it's a really cool concept for a class.
Fifth edition is a very odd. Like it's very. They tone down certain things a lot in fifth edition, which is strange because they could have went back to the way things were in like 3.5 and such, and just put out a new edition. Because 4 was very off in left field.
Nobody really likes
Um,
4. Nobody talks about 4. Nobody
now-
plays 4. People play 3 or 5e. Or
That
3.5.
that said, if you're ever going to make like a game, like a board game or something based on D&D, 4th is actually the edition I would look at because of pretty much every ability is basically, you can just pull it right from there to use as like here's your abilities for your characters and stuff like that. Like it's so set up, like it looks like that's what the concept was, and then they made it into a tabletop RPG instead.
Funny
very
you say
strange.
that because I've been trying to build a game based off of Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition for like 2 years.
Yeah, 4th is the easiest one to do. It's because everything is set
We're
up
too far now.
to work that way. Like, well, you can still look at how it's set and go from there. But
Yeah.
so we're going to be
Alright.
having that running. We have Destiny's new season coming up.
Which will be very fun.
It's be interesting all around.
Speaking of Destiny, they released new lore today.
Yes, yeah, there was a
Uh,
new Owl Sector thing released.
It was a message from Emperor Callus, to all of his loyalists. He talks about hunters, titans, and warlocks and what they do for the city. Then he talks about how the Leviathan was supposed to be their tomb, but the Abyss gave them power that Gaul didn't expect, and that basically the Guardians are going to come aboard the Leviathan. They are on our side, but you're going to do your best to kill them to make them stronger. They will be thankful for it. You're all going to die, but I know you're going to give your lives because this is the right thing to do. We're going to make the Shadows of Earth.
Yeah. So
Which Shadows of Earth is the best sentence I could have heard from that.
So it's interesting. I'm curious to see how this all folds out. Other than that, I don't think there's a lot of game stuff coming up. Like
Not until like September.
August has WoW.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
pretty much
wait.
about
No,
it.
October for the new Call of Duty, which
Yeah, that they announced that.
a lot of people are excited about. I will
September for Borderlands 3.
I will withhold like anything.
Yeah, September is
judgment
is
about
the
it, but
next big month.
I have no opinions on the gameplay of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, as we have seen none of it. I have no opinions on the story because I have seen none of it and only heard rumors. The only opinion I have is on the trailer, and it doesn't really particularly excite me, but the graphics made me so hard.
Now,
I
they
hear
talked
I hear
about
it's a new engine.
crossplay, didn't they?
A new engine
They
for the first.
talked about crossplay.
I think that's
So
confirmed too. I
that's-
believe.
And
Interesting.
Vengeance, yeah, you're trying to speak and say that there's a new engine, and there's a new engine for this one.
Good. For the first time in like God knows how long, there's going to be a new
It's
engine
been
in Call of Duty.
forever.
So maybe it'll be the one to save us all. Probably not, but we'll see.
Honestly, if Call of Duty comes back and becomes what it used to be, I'll play it.
Oh hell
100%.
yeah, absolutely.
But it's
yeah.
become a meme.
the newer push that we've been getting for crossplay stuff, like Dauntless being completely crossplay, and now
Borderlands 3 is
Call of Duty,
allegedly...
and Borderlands 3 being rumored, like that's. I'm super hopeful now that Borderlands 3 is actually going to be crossplay.
Me too.
One, it's on Epic, and
I'm gonna have to buy a game. Oh,
and also now that Microsoft and Sony have partnered together
they're
to
starting to play nice. Yeah,
they're working on cloud gaming together, but that doesn't mean that can't bridge their relationships.
Xbox Game Pass on PC now. I haven't looked into details.
There are no details yet.
I saw a tweet about that.
Okay.
There's no details because they're announcing stuff.
They're doing it at the E3 Xbox presser.
We're gonna have to,
They just
get
basically
Kaylee
put
an Xbox.
Hey guys, if you see stuff at
thank
E3 that you want information on, message me and I'll try to get coverage on it.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be at E3. Him and Red.
Iceborne.
Nice.
Go see Iceborne for me.
Nice. Yeah.
Is Iceborne going to be there?
I think so.
Probably.
Yes.
If it's there, I'm going. I'll see if I
Yeah,
have any
I'm pretty
emails
sure
from
it's there.
Capcom to see if I can organize something. But
Yeah, see if you can organize something. If they have like handout things, see if you can get like an extra one for me.
dude, I got you. I had a friend that used to work at he does audio visual setup. So he worked for a company that did all of the Razer booths and all the GameSpot booths at E3 every year. And so he went actually. The first year he went was 2015 when they announced the Taken King, and they had the blacksmith shaders available, and he got 5 of them.
Oh, nice.
And those sold for $75 online, and I still have one on my character in Destiny 1.
Well, there's the thing. Like, if you're part of the setup crew and you work these events, most people at booths are going to be super nice to you because you're the people who make this happen for them, and they know it.
Yeah, no, he had to like get his boss to give him free time to walk around, so he went specifically to the Activision booth to the Bungie section to get the handouts. Like, it was hilarious. Dude's a good friend.
I think Bungie is going to be there as well at E3.
Bungie won't have a massive presence. They do have a presentation, though, about the future of Destiny 2, which they're also talking about on Thursday this week. So we can talk about it on the podcast next week.
And I think they might talk about something else because we do know Bungie is working on another game, but we don't know what it is.
Yes.
Because all we know is that they got a very large investment from, was it Tencent to give them the money?
It wasn't Tencent. It was another Chinese investment company. They invested $100 million into Bungie, which is a lot. But I don't remember the name of it. I just know it specifically wasn't Tencent because when all of that stuff was going around and people were throwing stuff everywhere, people tried to throw that at Bungie, and it was like, no, not the company that's working at Bungie.
But they paid Bungie basically to develop a game. So
yes,
none
of that has been explicitly stated. But we know that there's another game in development that's not Destiny, because Bungie has said that.
Yeah,
we
straight
know
to
that
say
the
it's not
financial help
Destiny.
is coming from the investment company, but the investment company didn't exactly like commission a game from them.
Yeah.
You know,
But that's
so
basically what that is.
we don't know the
It's
terms of the agreement. It
Yeah,
could have been a completely commissioned game, but like we don't know the terms.
my best guess is the reason they said it's not a commission game is because that way Bungie would only be able to spend the funds on that game, and most likely they made a deal so they get the money as a company
And they can
produce a
put it
game.
into Destiny and stuff,
Right.
and then they can make because
They use it where they need it.
The company prioritizes. They do a lot of mobile game stuff.
Yes.
So if Bungie is making a mobile game for them, like
It's not going to
people-
cost $100
people-
million, but
people would be really fast to throw like shade at Bungie for developing a mobile game. If they're throwing something at a Chinese company to make them happy and get more money for Destiny, I'm about it.
no, I'm fine with it. And there's nothing wrong with mobile games anyway. Some of them are quite interesting. So
Also, fun fact, now on Battle.net, it no longer says Activision games on the left, it says partner games. And Destiny says
Oh, it does.
it says developed by Bungie, published by Bungie, as opposed to developed by Bungie, published
Oh,
by
Modern
Activision.
Warfare's already on there.
I just saw that. That's
Yep.
up today.
Yeah.
Also, I have
Okay.
69 friends online. I just want to point out that number.
69.
All right.
Other than that, I've just been playing where I can, playing ESO. Like that's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
So because I
Yeah,
can't.
so
Cassie's been
seems to
too
be the game
busy
to get
to
into.
play video.
It is.
Yeah,
You
Comfy,
should
come
really
play.
give it a try for once.
I want
Comfy.
people to play this game with.
If people tell me to try ESO one more time, I'm gonna slap them.
Don't ever touch it. It's a garbage game, Comfy. You'd hate it. You can't be a cat girl at all. You can't be a cat girl.
Red told me I should try ESO because I've never played it. It might be something I like. Fatal told me I should try ESO because I haven't played it and it's something I would like. Kevin told me to try ESO because he needs more people to play ESO. And I told all of them I have been playing I played ESO before anybody here played ESO. Fatal came back at me and said, "How can you? I was a day one player." I said, "I was a beta player."
The best part is that I'm the
Okay.
cause of most of these people telling Comfy this.
Yes,
Because
you
I go in
are.
and tell them to, and because I know Comfy was a day one player, and it just triggers them every single time. It's great.
Because like the thing that's behind the scenes here is you guys haven't seen the years that I've spent trying to get my friends to play ESO to no avail. So it's also like one of those things that stings a little bit because everybody's playing it without you after years of trying to get people to play with you. So, but hey,
Yeah, everybody is having a great time. So if you did want to get back into it, Comfy, it would be.
I'm thinking about starting a new character. I never got super far in it because it's an MMO. It's way more fun with friends.
Yeah, and because everything scales, and with the one Tamriel now, you
It
can
doesn't
go
really
and
matter.
do. Yeah, you can go and do whatever, right? So it's great.
See, I'll be doing Destiny 2 stuff until I'm kind of out of the new stuff, and then
this week is going to be Destiny 2 for sure.
This week is going to be real big in Destiny for sub-op because we're going to be doing the raid race.
Yeah.
So we have 3 teams going at it. And
then you guys will be doing
on that later.
carries beyond that for other people in the clan.
The plan for us right now is to do the raid day 1. We want to get the emblem. We'd love to get worlds first. That's like the dream, but I don't think there's so much stiff competition. It's going to be really hard.
Well, Redeem
Gigs
Redeem has 2 teams. My dad is Bungie. Math class has Slayer Rage in it.
Yes, they picked up Slayer.
Like the teams going into this one are stacked.
Yes,
and it's gonna be rough for anybody who hasn't been playing 24 hours a day or isn't extremely professional. And we've been putting in a lot of hours, but it's still gonna be a grind to day 1 and to do the raid. We'll see how well it goes. I hope it goes well.
You got 6 hours to grind out as much as you possibly can before the raid launch.
Yeah,
and I'm curious to see if you're going to see everybody jump in right away, or someone might go, let's give it an hour, let them figure out the first encounter while we still gear up and then go. But I don't know, because it's going to come down to RNG for light levels because of that new cap system they have in place.
Maybe.
So.
Right.
I'm really excited. All right, is it time?
All right, we're gonna be doing next week's episode of 2.5 Weebs is going to be JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We are going to be doing
Season 3
of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. You right. Hold on a second on the PowerPoint. Oh my god. We are going to take.
We're gonna be ending the episode here in a moment.
Yes, we're gonna cut it
Anybody
here.
who's
So we're
listening
gonna
in
real quick
chat.
plug your shit, Comfy. Plug your shit.
Hi, you can Comfy. You can find me at mixer.com/Comfimus, Twitter.com/Comfimus, Instagram.com/Comfimus, on Snapchat at Comfimus, and you can email me comfimus@gmail.com.
All right, Copper, plug your shit.
Comfy, you really need a streamer link. So I'm Copper Lion. You can find me here on Mixer at Copper Lion. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Copper Lion Art and Copper Lion Designs. Also, my email is copperlinedesigns if you're looking to get some stuff done. It's a good contact point for me.
I highly recommend you get stuff done by him. He's really fast, efficient, and does a great job, and doesn't charge you at the ass for it.
Yeah, he's amazing.
also
He did my
getting
branding too. Everything's beautiful.
Booked out the wazoo, so I gotta actually reach out to the people who contacted me, aside from Nova, because Nova confirmed his date. I have 2 other larger projects for this month I gotta go poke people about.
Also, I just want to point out that like every single time I've needed Copper to help me for any reason with any art thing, he always gets back to me very quickly. He's always very precise about it, and if I have a deadline that's coming up, he's very willing to help me out. The dude does work. He'll get your stuff done when you need it done.
Yep. And
Trust
me,
the
Mr.
service.
Vengeance. You can find me at mixer.com/Mr. Vengeance. Twitter and Instagram, it's _Mr. Vengeance. That's going to wrap it up for the normal portion of 2.5 Weebs. I will be uploading the second half of this in a couple days. It'll be 2.5 Weebs presents, or no, Comfy presents JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and then we will be doing the first 3 episodes of season
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
3 of
Part
JoJo's
3,
Bizarre Adventure.
Stardust Crusaders.
Yep. So if you're listening and want to stick around, we will be recording the special presentation here live in a moment.
Yeah, and if not, we'll see you next week. Enjoy your weeks. Goodbye.
Bye.